The second question that we should be asking leadership of organizations is there a product vision that lays out the strategic goals, and do all members of the team, all people doing work inside of our organization, understand both of those things, and are they able to see how the work they do every day contributes to both of them? This is really lacking in organizations. It's probably more lacking than creating usable working product. Um, Most organizations that I've worked with, even if they do have a clear product vision for their product and strategic goals for their business, it's not well communicated to the people in the organization. A key test for this is to go to folks in your organization and ask them what the strategic goal is. What's the vision for the product? What are the strategic goals for the business? What's the strategic goals for the product? And if they aren't able to articulate it, then it doesn't exist in your organization. It might exist on paper, but if people aren't able to internalize it and articulate it, then they don't understand it and it's not there. And the second part of that is even more powerful, and that's that the people doing the work need to understand how the things that they're doing every day contribute to those overall vision and goals, right? Because the doers in your organization and management and everybody in your organization are making lots of little micro decisions within the context that they understand of what it is we're trying to do, right? They're going to make continuous micro decisions. Software engineers are going to make decisions about what architecture to choose, about ways to build things, and they might talk to each other or they might talk to nobody when they make that little decision, because it's a little micro decision. In order to get somebody to help you with that decision, you need to impart the context. And quite often other people don't understand the context because what you're talking about is incredibly technical. It could be coding technical, it could be testing technical, it could be market technical, it could be marketing technical, it could be any sort of technical details. So they can't just go ask a boss, ask a leader, ask somebody senior in the organization because they don't understand the context. The only way to enable those people, because they're going to make the decision anyway, the only way for you to enable them to make more of the right decision and less of the wrong decision is for them to understand what it is you're trying to achieve, where it is we're going as a business, what are we trying to do with our product, where do we think it's going, and that will enable them to make more of the right decisions and less of the wrong ones. This is how we maximize the amount of work not done, how we maximize the value that we deliver to our customers, because the people that are doing the work, if they're not connected to that goal and vision and what it is we're trying to achieve, how do they value what it is they're doing? Are they just turning up for their day job and they're punching, like a machine punching cards, and then at the end of your day you go home? Or do you feel for the customer? Do you understand the wants and needs for the customer of the business, of what it is we're trying to achieve? And part of that is creating camaraderie, creating this story of are we as a group all working together towards a common goal, or are we potentially working against each other because we all have our own idea of what our common goal and vision is, and we're all doing our own thing and perhaps pulling each other in different directions within our business? So do you have that alignment so that we can share knowledge, share decisions, so that we can we're even decisions that we make on our own are working towards a common outcome? And that's the very definition of team, right? A group of people working together towards a common goal. So you need to have clear product vision and strategic goals, and you need to ensure that everybody that's working on your product understands the vision and the strategic goals, and also how the work that they're doing every day contributes to that. So how can you help them make those connections? If your answer to any one of these questions, or the answer of your business to any one of these questions, is no, we're not doing that, then I probably wouldn't consider that you're already in the agile space, right? You're not already agile. You might be working towards it and you might have put in loads of effort, but unless you can mark every single one of these 6 questions as, yes, we do this, this is how things work here, then we're still lacking, we're still trying, we're still working towards being agile. Now, this is just a litmus test dreamed up by the US Department of Defense, but they are probably the least likely place for you to expect something with this high a bar to have come from. And I'm not going to go into a team and work with a team or a company, and if they're not doing these things, then I'm going to say, well, you guys suck. You're not agile because you're not doing this. That's not how we work towards success. But I think it's hugely valuable from the perspective of self-reflection for you all to think about the processes and practices in your organization, and how many of these 6 questions are you able to achieve, and what could you do to make it a little bit easier for the teams, for the people doing the work, to work towards this idea of not being agile BS.